New job this morning, guys. This is the turfing job we were on yesterday. We haven't actually finished it. It's too wet to level the ground, level the soil. So next door wants this all tidying up. Can't do much with the camellia because it is coming into bud, and I don't want to ruin that. So I don't want to clip that one. But these laurels, they're getting taken down. This far laurel down here, and then these borders are all getting shaped up. So we'll be doing that today, and then getting a better edge on it, tidying up the garden, and hopefully the rain stays off because it's so cold and wet. It's damp now. It's not actually raining, but it's damp. It's horrible. So we'll tidy all this up the best we can, and then you'll see a difference here. But it's not a massive tidy up. It's not a jungle. These stumps are coming down. They're just going down to ground level. She doesn't want the hassle of them getting dug out, so that's a fair comment. So we'll get on with that today. This is a neat little trick. If you're going to use a chainsaw and you're cutting trees down at ground level, just take a watering can and then just get off any excess soil, because the slightest bit of soil that's on that root, on that trunk, will just dull your blade within seconds. Well, within points of a second. It's spinning so fast, it's only got to hit a few grains and that's it, blunt. So Phil's just going round with the watering can. I'm going round with a brush, and we're just trying to get off as much, if not all, as any soil that we can get. So that's just a little tip. Again, a lot of people might know that, and you just might forget. You just need reminding. So. Right, so that's that cut down. We can't go any lower than that, because as you can see, all the roots and everything, it's so wide you'd end up defeating the object. She wants just a quick, really quick and easy job. So it's slightly higher than what we would like, but we'll plant round that. Phil started to turn the borders over. This is only the beginning. It's just a little bit better. We're going to re-edge it and make it just look that much sharper and better. So I've got this one to prune, and then I'm going to, as I say before I leave that, I'm going to start pruning that now. Clear all this border out. This border's absolutely full of weeds. Sorry, not weeds, leaves and everything. So all that's going to be taken care of, and then the rest is just, as I say, pruning, and that's that. Okay guys, what we're going to do here now is, this is just a tidy up job, as I say. Just because it's a tidy up job, we still want to make it look the best we can. So it's just nice to do this. We're just going to do it, and hopefully she doesn't mind us doing it. We're going to recut the lawn a little bit and try and get some of this like misshaped lawn out. So I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but I've marked it out here, and I'm going to go from this corner, and I've come round, and we've got it. Now we're limited with what we've got because the lawn comes to here anyway, so we can't change that. If it went in, we'd take the cave in and cut less out, but we're limited because we can only go to there. We're not starting having some in. So we come to here, come round, cave it back in, and then cave it back out. And it's just going to stop there, so the grass is still going to stay to the wall down here, but we're going to trim it and neaten it all up. That should look great, so I'm going to crack on with that now, and we'll see you when we've cut it out. We won't video cutting it out because it's only cutting grass out. So we'll see that. Actually, I will show you cutting it out because I've got something to show you. This is not something that we've nicked from Domino's Pizza or any other pizza place, Papa Joe's or Papa John's, whatever it's called. It's safe and iron. Excellent. I mean, I've had it years, but really it saves you, but you're still bending, but it's designed to lift the tape off. If we were doing a big job, then obviously we need to use the digger or use the tape cutter, but for something where you're doing a small job like this, just slides under, just bang it under with your knee like that, and it also takes off just the right layer that you want, and also if you were going to relay it, it's sort of uniform size and shape. So that's it, that's a good little tool, tape and iron. So I don't know if anyone's got one, but if you haven't, get yourself one because they're really handy. Okay? This border is full of leaves which we're going to blow out onto the lawn, and then we're going to take the mower over it. We're going to shred the leaves anyway off the prunings, but it does look better once they're taken out and shredded up with the laurel leaf shreddings. Because if you leave the leaves in the border, then they're just leaves in the border and they're scruffy. If you take them out, shred them and put them back in, they then become a mulch, and it looks 10 times better and neater. So we're going to clean the border out, even though we're going to put it all back in. This this rotavator looks like something off the Antiques Roadshow, but trust me, it's been invaluable. I bought this in 1984. Now I don't want to sound like Trigger off Only Fools and Horses with his brush, where he said it's only had one new head and 2 new handles, but I've had it for years. I have had it since 1984, and I've changed the engine. It was a Briggs & Stratton engine, which was even old when I got it, and I put a Honda engine on it, and that's it. Everything else is original, even the cables, everything. I was working at a job, and the garden fence was only about 3 foot high, and that was in a shed in the next door neighbour. Up on a bench against the window, I could see it clearly, and it had cobwebs on it and just looked a bit rusty and what have you. So I knocked next door and I said, hope you don't think I'm too cheeky, but you know, are you using the rotavator? And I bought it. They sold me it £50. So, and I've still got it, and it's been great. It was a Merry Tiller, by the way. Chopped up everything here with the mower, and we're just blowing everything back into this one border on this side, just as a mulch. Number one, it gets rid of the shreddings, and secondly, it feeds and gives some look out, gives some nutrients to the plants and the shrubs and the bushes. So it's a win-win situation. You like it when that can go back in and it doesn't go to waste. And we've recut these edges out. Phil's just given it a little trim. With the strimmer, obviously it's not overgrown edges because we've just cut them, but it still defines them and gives them that sharp edge. It's just coming around that bend now, and I think you can see, you can pick that up. It's really giving it a crisp cut. Here he's going against the concrete, and the concrete isn't exactly straight. It's not a crisp edge on the concrete between the grass and the concrete, but we'll get it neat as we can. He does go over it again in a second. Sharpens it up again in a minute. That looks a little bit jagged there, but it's not. He knows what he's doing. You'll see him come back on it in a second. See, we noticed that the concrete wasn't as straight as what we thought. But it is 10 times better, and it will be once this is cut with the mower as well. Hasn't been cut with the mower yet. So we're just going to do a little bit of planting up here as well. We've just put some formium in here, which I do like. It's probably one of my favourite plants. I think obviously when it thickens up, it's striking. It's a striking plant, especially if you've got pebbles or anything like that. And then we've got pyracantha, another one of my favourite shrubs because it's got all sorts going on. It's evergreen. It's got spikes on for protection, you know, for say burglaries or anything like that. Anything near a fence or you don't want someone to climb over, then that's a perfect shrub. And it's also got flowers on. It's also got berries on. The birds love it. The blackbirds love it. It's just brilliant shrub. And then we've got the border geranium. I'm going to stick a few more in here. But Crane's Bill border geranium, that thickens up and lovely pink or blue. Flowers on, really fills the space there. It's great. The bees love it. It's lovely. And then here we've got some crocosmia, which is the orange. What's a Montbretia? So this is Montbretia, and then this is still crocosmia, but it's the red one, which is Lucifer. So this is going to go in, and that's got real bright red flowers on it, and quite tall as well. And then we've just got some more border geranium, and then here we've got some wallflowers, which I did plant in the autumn, and now we're just really transplanting them here. I thought there might have been a few flowers on by now. Sometimes they flower over the winter, but that's the whole object of them. But it will be spring when they're coming up. What's the name? Ericium. They're the wallflowers. They can go in, and then we'll just put them in now, and then we'll just show you when they're in. We've just got another formium over there to go in, and it should look okay. It should look good. So we'll get back to you in a second. Right, so we're finished here now. I don't know if I can pick up. We've cut the grass, put a few stripes in. And we planted up the border, recut the border, and then obviously just trimmed round everywhere. This sun's terrible, I don't know if you can see, but the downside with planting up, freshly planting up, is the likes of these, they're all drooping, and a lot of things are underground. Like these lilies, they're underground. We've put crocosmia in, that's underground. So really it's just a waiting game. But we've reshaped the border, which we think it's given a little more interest. It does dip down here, so it looks like our edge isn't straight, but it actually dips down. So we've planted these in, some wallflowers in, as I say. There's Montbretia in underneath the ground, some things sticking through here. And these, we didn't prune these, by the way. I think you've seen them when we first started the video. These, someone else has cut them back. I was going to say hacked back, but okay, cut them back. Apart from that, we've formium, as I say, cut this out here. And then these are cut, if I can just get out the sun for you. We've just remulched, chopped up and mulched in this border, so that's where all the cuttings went from. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I don't think we've got the maintenance on this job, but if we do, then obviously it'll improve even more, and obviously we'll have to treat the grass. But as it is now, we'll just keep it neat, and we'll see you on the next video. And remember, if you liked it, just give us a thumbs up and subscribe to us, and follow us along the way with our jobs. Okay, thank you for watching. See you soon.